said this last week is actually, it has been fun. A little bit of here and there, the weather and so what's. I think they say so, but I think it's just a combination of rainfall and it's, I don't know why. When you go out, the sun is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
It scares me.
God. It's crazy being in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Guess what's even crazier?
But
Being a lazy Nigerian.
yeah, and honestly, that's the irony of the name of the show. But you already know it. You guys already know it's an irony, right? Only boomers won't be able to.
Lazy Nigerian youth. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like crazy Nigerian, but then we felt like, regulation might take that down.
Yeah.
So I'll do the lazy.
Buhari didn't know that when he said that it made you to a podcast.
Yeah, but it does have your nice ring to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Lazy Nigerian.
I mean, so much to discuss. I know you've been doing so much radio, talking on air for 6 hours, 7 hours. How does it feel?
How does it feel like being an OAP on radio?
Not just an OEP, one that is highly valuable in a big radio station. Once it branched around the nation, how does it feel?
I feel ambivalent. So what that means is sometimes it feels very exciting and super exciting. Sometimes it feels good to be at it. And so one of these, asking yourself, why am I doing this? Do I even really want to do this? Is this what I want to do? And this is me being 100% honest, right? It's me asking myself, who even listens to radio? Am I making an impact with my work?
Well, I think you do have an impact. You do have a great impact. The issues with the line of the work in Nigeria is that there's so much hard work and the value that people really place on there is not really there. But people know that this is still a very valuable kind of work.
Yeah.
Because radio is turned into podcasts, right? So that's like the foundation of the whole thing. And but the challenge is it's fun, but at the same time, the underpay and all those kind of undervalued treatment is what I don't guess. I don't really
I mean, I guess it's because the people's attention is moving away from radio. But also, there are a lot of people. So, being an OAP showed me that there are a lot of people that actually still listen to radio. No matter how much Gen Z we try to be, there are people that are on that medium and people that are on that channel.
Yeah.
Right? Getting calls, hearing people's story, at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 people interacting with you on the platform. And now that I'm saying it is, I'm gaining the awareness of it. There are people that are actually, let me tell you how radio works, right? Here's somebody has a radio, a tunnel subbing, maybe they are listening in their car, they are listening in their town for one way or another. They've chosen to go out of their way to tune into this platform. And then now goes as far as them picking up their phone to now call you and interact with you. And that shows that there are people that are still there, right? What is, it's just creating fun and engaging and basic. Honestly. I love it sometimes it's tiring. So to answer your question, it's a dual feeling, but I love it most times.
I mean, it's fun. I always thought about it, and it's something I really, part of me
It's just torn.
Yeah, a part of me wishes I did it, just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, time is running out.
And here is us building a podcast.
Yeah, I'm just building my own podcast.
Building a podcast instead.
Yeah. What do you think?
What do I think of the podcast? So this, love it, bro. Love it. I told you now, before coming on camera this is honest. When I walked into this space, this is me. This is everything I wanted to do 6 years ago. That I didn't have the courage to do. Right? I didn't have the courage to, as at that time, 7 years ago, I didn't have the courage to stop being someone who studied electrical engineering in Unilag. So my parents that I couldn't do that, so I didn't want to. And eventually life now forced me to do it. You get? That's one thing about the world. If you don't know, you can't run you can't run so much away from what you're supposed to do here. It eventually catches up with you. Depression, some sign in the world, one other win, but it eventually just catches up. You have to remind yourself, oh, what I'm doing right now is not what I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I'm in the philosophical.
Look, you don't need to apologize because, like, let me tell you something, right? That was a very strong statement. And let me tell you, the core reason why I started this show,
Yeah.
so I noticed one thing is missing from a lot of content online these days. And I noticed that when people say they are doing a show, but they are talking to people, having a podcast or whatever, there's only very few podcasts that make people talk. If you think about this, I'm not gonna be interrupting anybody. You know, essentially, if they say something absolutely kooky that I mean can damage you as a person, but for you, like I have to make people talk, say their mind, air their minds. Those things that you really want to get out of your chest.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Just
So
say it, yeah.
just say it, and that's the core foundation. I'm gonna tell you.
And by coincidence, they're cameras.
Yes. So you gotta say it, brother. Say those things, and then let the online community discuss with you and let them
Assume them feel obvious. And like, honestly, you're honest. Not a lot of people are. Not a lot of people have safe spaces to speak their mind. Right?
Right.
First, because everybody is scared of being judged. Everybody. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. If I say how I'm feeling, this person will take about me that way. It even transcends saying, doing, our doing. If I read this, these are the ones. Let me not be well. Let me study this course so that my parents will be happy. Then a lot of people are actually truly running away from the things they genuinely want to do because what other people will say, which is they're scared of being judged. People. So it's even having spaces like this to speak your mind, to even say the ideas that we're even talking about. So, there's one or two people on the internet now that will still say, why are these two people gathered in the room speaking their mind? Do you get? It's human nature to judge. And we're all afraid of that. So when I sense that in people, it's easy to just look at the human being and say, I know where your own is coming from. You see the macho man, or the one that is behaving one other way, or the one that is dressed in this particular way, or everybody that you meet that is behaving in a particular way, they are behaving that way because they were conditioned to by that fear of being judged. This is who I am. I don't know if people see me for who I am, or if I behave the exact way, will people accept me? They like, they love. And that's all the human nature is about. So understanding that maybe just, oh, talking about again.
I'm not not train of thoughts. Yeah, but I also know for a fact that, look, the environment we live in, we already know it's tough. It's tough. It's tough out there. And people have this feeling like if you're Africa and there's that stigma and, all the stigma, there's stereotype. But that aside, the upbringing of a Nigerian youth in our society today right now is that you either take a job that was given to you by your parents, they're gonna find a job. If they don't have the means or the access, then you're on the streets hustling. You're doing either the business of your mom or your dad. If your dad is like a carpenter who takes you to a shop and you learn the trade. If your mom sells pepper in the market, if your mom sells provisions, you're gonna be in the store holding the POS machine and calculating the prices. So basically, you do what your parents are doing, or what they want you to do, right? It takes a special kind of human to break the bond and say they want to do
what I want to do.
But like the thing is, right? The tricky thing is you gotta have finances, you gotta get some money to maintain yourself. But when you're trying to maintain yourself, it might mean taking up all the small
different muscles along the way, different things.
What I'm even trying to say now is still takes so much in the Nigeria of today for you to be able to say you're gonna be successful in whatever you do. Because what you're doing, people gonna think is like a business. Because there's like general mentality that everything is a business to make money. But here's the thing: art is more than a business. So if you're creating art, you need to be a master in it. Or don't do it at all. Don't disrespect the art form or whatever it is. But if you're gonna do art, you gotta be locked in, my boy. You gotta be locked in. And even being locked in, the unfortunate situation is some youths still don't even they don't break it. They don't break that.
Everybody they blow now.
They will go back to default.
Everybody they blow. Maybe everybody did.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody did know that. Through the radio piece, and even just my love for an absolute love for music, right? I've been observing and studying, and just from my own perspective, there are a lot of artists out there. There are a lot of artists out there that are super talented. Who super talented. They can sing, they can rap, they can dance, they can. But only maybe 0.0005 of those guys are gonna say, oh, I'm risky, I'm DVD, I'm Big Three. They heard my music in Scotland, I can perform in a concert. And that even now depends on what success means to you. But I mean, we're talking about money.
Yeah.
Right? So when you say you're successful is what success means to you. You still want to take care of them. You still want to take care of them, right? You don't want to buy a car. So whatever way you look at it, success comes with financial ramification. Only 0.05 of those guys are going to blow. On the flip side of that, there are a lot of people, well, not a lot, but quite a number of people that have money that are pumping into music and they still didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know for a fact.
Do you get?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the world, and this being an open conversation, the world has just been observing some funny, interesting phenomenon about the world. Like, okay. You know that when we're talking about, when we're talking that I was telling you, is it grace? Is it favor? Is it merit? Is it all those things? Is guide? There are people that have spent money on music. If you watch some of these music channels, if you watch some of these music channels on, maybe I don't want to mention the brand name, but the popular ones on TV. Yes, artists releasing music videos every day. The music video not cheap.
Yeah, it's millions, bro.
You know what cheap?
That's approximately about 20,000.
You know,
Especially if you're trying to get streams and urban,
and maybe
MTV.
You know what cheap?
And so just a rebuffer to what he says the other time, people say it's
Don't know what it is.
people say it's very
interesting.
we're having a conversation for the viewers out
For family members.
we were having a conversation about like what does it take for somebody to actually blow in Nigeria?
Yeah.
And by blow, we mean by being successful. What does it take to actually be successful in whatever you're doing? If it's music, if it's dance, if it's film, if it's
Podcasting, if it's
podcasting, if it's skits making. What does it take you to be successful, right? And we mentioned a bunch of stuff. By default, if you have wealthy parents, there's a real chance for you to actually be successful. Now, look aside from the distraction of being the wealthy parents. We have a bunch of people who came from wealthy families, like Fowls, and actually made it, right? And became very successful.
Like the video.
Like Davido. I didn't want to mention his name, but everybody knows him, right? So, but there's a very big chance, right? Aside from that, your family is well connected, influential, well connected in the society. Sure, you're gonna get gigs. Whatever you want to do, if your parents support it, they will tell like a top person in the industry to maybe take you in, and it becomes much more easy for you to enter into the system, and there's more chance for you to grow and be successful. Now, what is the next thing? The next thing is, well, you need to know people yourself. You need to be someone that knows a lot of influential high-ups people that will actually give a buffer to become successful in your career, whether financial or connection wise. And by connection, I mean getting a gig and a job through somebody that you know, right? Now, what is the third option? And that third option, he said grace, I said luck. It is kind of
It's kind of like
because
grace, luck.
yeah,
like,
grace is like a spiritual. I think it's a spiritual way of saying.
I don't look at me. I don't even like looking at it as spiritual because when we say when we call something spiritual, it often tends to alienate the physical. Like there's some other realm that is existing. This is the only place we are. This is the only place we are. I don't even know you get what I'm saying.
I get
like this is the only place we
this is
are right here, right now.
This is the time we are even talking about the time when we are here, right?
Right here, right. That is the only place we are. There's no that when I was young, I used to read those books. Somebody went to heaven, then we first went to heaven, we made God. But like actual Nigerians buy Lambo. Like somebody went to heaven, saw God, discussed, did all those things, then he went to hell. That's when he now saw Power Rangers, Michael Jackson, he saw all those people. Then
Where was this?
oh bro, rupee.
Oh,
wow.
what are you talking?
We're talking 2015. Right. Between 20.
Bro, so the guy came. I was like, "What's up?"
Yeah. This one I came back. Oh, this one I saw peace. Sorry, I saw peace.
Peace.
Bro. You don't get like all those kind Lamba. Oh, I went there. I saw Samurai Jack.
Some fake dude from nowhere just said, "Hey, I saw Jesus," and then I went to hell. I took a tour.
Yes.
I'm back here on earth
Just to get on the walk. Just to get on the walk.
Hey, next thing, I bet he starts selling something.
It's a book. He saw the goddamn book.
Hell yeah.
Kidding me. He saw the goddamn.
And it's gonna make a lot of money.
He'll make him a lot more
Because
I'm not even looking at the perspective of what I'm trying to say is sometimes they make spiritual seem like there's that world where this is where we are.
Yeah.
So even that grace thing, it must translate to physical, it must translate to it must translate to God bless and God bless our success. It must translate to you're able to take care of yourself, you're able to survive, you're able to take care of your mom, you're able to take care of your brother, you're able to even do good in the world. A lot of people are dying on the mentality that there's some goodness waiting for them in some other world that is heaven and they will only connect when they die. And I think that's a coping mechanism. That's a coping mechanism for, man, this world has failed me. I don't think there's anything good that can come out of this world. In the next one, they say there's heaven waiting, there's gold. My father has a palace that is filled with gold waiting for me here.
I wonder what kind of.
I know we're bordering on religion now, but that's all on my chest.
Some of it. I already told you there's no boundaries to this stuff.
No what vex. If I want to ask one request,
Was it?
I want just
I'm give it. Yeah, just pause it.
back, baby.
And I have some crazy shit.
Back, baby.
There's some crazy shit I'm seeing on the internet. Like,
The internet is not the real place, bro. It's wild.
I've seen some crazy shit about AI. Like in China, have you heard about AI robots fighting MMA? Like robots, AI robots.
Yeah, they're fighting each other.
So motherfucker in the background is using a controller to control one. Another one is doing the
And they're actually right.
The robots are scrapping, bro. That's scrapping. I'll show you some clips right now. Yeah, from Twitter here. So we are going to put it on screen for the people listening. It's going to be on the screen. China, bro.
In China.
Yeah. We said AI.
We're out here in in the West. They are fighting AI robots in China.
Please, we are good at it now. Our food is incredible.
Our food is incredible, man. There's some things I think that are actually blessings to us in this part of the world. Like our food. Like imagine a world where you didn't get to eat jollof rice.
Bro,
I'd be sad. I would know where we like. I'd be sad.
I was thinking about it one day. I was like,
Sad.
who invented pounded yam? And where is this Nobel Prize? Because if you think about it, right, pounded yam is a special kind of meal. Yes, we know that yam grows in Asia and some other places, but none of these motherfuckers thought
You know what?
something that good.
Let me get the yam. let me boil it, no, peel it, boil it, invent something called a pestle and pounder.
Two humanoid robot.
Hey, everybody here.
Island Stream. It wasn't just a technical showcase, it was a spectacle that felt straight out of science fiction, but it was happening right before our eyes. The anticipation leading up to the event was electric, with fans
Crazy, man.
tuning in from around the world. Curious
That's crazy.
robot who lived up to the hype. It wasn't the slow, clunky robot movement of
Hey, let me just show you this. This one is
Yeah,
talking about the scientific
Speaking about pounded yam, by the way,
from the yam, bro. Like,
invented a whole pestle, mortar, everything. I decided, you know what? Let's boil these yams. Let's pound them,
yes, they were like,
make them soft.
they were like, what are
Can you
we?
imagine what the processes pounded yam was up? Had to go through. Big pounded yam.
For people listening that are not in Nigeria, pounded yam is basically like a Nigerian dish that you use that goes with like
Efo, egusi.
Yeah, it's a kind of local dish. We can
No,
put
but no.
screenshots,
As a particular,
put a screenshot of the
like pounded
screen,
yam, I know, bro.
right? Now, back to what we're saying.
Yeah.
The guy had to have thought of, yeah, we are going to boil this shit down.
No, boil the hell out of this yam.
Boil the head out of the yam and then start pounding it and make it flakes, but like soft flakes mixed together.
Can you imagine?
Over time.
Can you imagine the first pounded yam that didn't get to become the pounded yam that we have it now? And the guy's tenacity to say, I have a dream.
So it's probably very hard.
I have a dream.
The structure of that
You
pounded
must have been happy with that.
was very hard.
Experiment, use the first failed one, we move on. Another phase, we'll go farther than we went before. What did we observe?
those guys had a lot of testosterone, so they were jacked. They were super jacked. Like,
Or the woman though, because it could have been a woman. Because the woman they cook that year. Not only could a man just to say everything I tell you.
man was going into the bush and on
Getting his animals.
yeah, hunters. So it's gonna get all the meat.
So it was the woman, must have been the woman.
The woman like took it from the farm.
Took it from the farm, maybe the man bring am come house.
Yes.
What can we do with this yam?
What can we do with this yam? And we are tired of eating.
I thought we were boiled yam,
Boiled,
and egg.
you know. So
What more
there was
can we do?
probably